Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Wednesday, December 27, 2023, and I want to welcome you back to the Season of Self-Love podcast, and I am your host, Nyomi. And today, this special episode is very close to my heart. Today, we'll be exploring on how to strive for balance and harmony in every facet of our lives. This journey towards balance and harmony is deeply personal and transformative, and I'm here to share insights and strategies to help you find that sweet spot where everything feels just so right. Today's episode is titled Strive for Balance and Harmony in All Aspects of Your Life. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to talk about how to strive for balance and harmony and how to have it in all aspects of our life by first understanding what harmony is and then going on to balancing priorities. Then we're going to talk about cultivating the inner harmony as well as getting harmonious relationships with our different relationships and ending with creating a harmonious environment. All right, it's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by NmW&x Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to AskNyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, Self-Discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, Self-Discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about striving for balance and harmony in all aspects of your life. And we're going to begin this first segment with understanding what harmony is. It will define what harmony really means and its significance in our personal growth and development. and we'll delve into the benefits of striving for balance and harmony in all aspects of our life and explore on how achieving this balance can have a profound impact on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. But before we dive into this topic, let's start off with our 2-minute breathing exercise. I apologize, we did not do yesterday because I came in for it. I had to do some things, had to get the show going and recorded and up because I had some errands to do yesterday. But let's start this off with, all right, I want my beautiful people, I want you to get comfortable in a seated position, either if you're in a chair or on the floor or however, but with your back straight up and your shoulders relaxed. And I want you to close your eyes or gently gaze downwards in whichever feels comfortable for you, okay? Now I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand as you fill your lungs with air. And now I want you to count silently to 4 as you breathe in. Now I want you to hold your breath for a brief moment at the top of that inhale and simply pause for a count of 2. Now I want you to slowly release the breath through your mouth, counting to 6 as you exhale, and feel the belly gently deflate as you let go of the breath, all right? Now I want you to pause briefly at the bottom of that exhale, and again for a count of 2 hold before beginning the next breath cycle. All right, now I want you to repeat that deep breathing pattern for a total of 10 breaths. Yes, 10 breaths. And while you're doing that, I want you to focus on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving your body. Yes, I want you to breathe in through your nose. Count in your head silently 4. Hold at the top of the inhale. 1, 2. And exhale. And as you exhale, I want you to count to 6 as you inhale. As you exhale, And at the bottom, I just want you to hold, relax. Now, if your minds wander, gently guide your attention back to your breath. I want you to use that as an anchor for your focus, is your breathing. Now, after you complete your 10 breaths, take a moment to notice how you feel. How do you feel right now? Are you more centered and grounded? And do you feel a sense of calm and balance? All right, this simple breathing exercise is just to help you to relax and reduce stress and bring a sense of balance to your mind and body. And you can practice this anytime as you need. And remember, this breathing exercise is a part of your self-care routine. And I said that I was going to do this every day. Now, as I remember to do this, I promise you I will do it here. But I am human, so you have to forgive me if I forget, all right? All right, so let's go on to our first segment of understanding what harmony is and how it will help with our physical and our well-being. What harmony can be defined as a state of peaceful coexistence, agreement, or balance. And in that context of personal growth and development, harmony refers to finding a sense of balance and integration amongst various aspects of our life, such as work, relationship, health, spirituality, and personal well-being. And it has been my true goal, and I said I had to make sure that I did this topic before we went into the new year to prepare you for the year of the domination. 2023 has been a year of us getting prepared, getting things together. And the year 24 is for us to apply everything that we've learned through our experience, through our challenges, and apply those lessons that we learned in 2024. Take actionable action towards our goals, whether it's personal, spiritual, professional, that we use the tools that we've learned throughout this year and apply it to next year so we can be dominant in every aspect of our life. And striving for balance and harmony in all aspects of life can bring several different benefits. And I'll share a few with you. First off is inner peace. When we achieve harmony, we experience a deep sense of inner peace and contentment. It allows us to be more at ease with ourselves and promotes a greater sense of well-being. It also reduces stress. Finding balance and harmony helps us to manage stress better. And when we prioritize self-care and set boundaries, we allocate time and energy to different areas of our life. Then we can reduce the overwhelm and stress that may arise from neglecting certain aspects. Also, improve relationships. By balancing our personal and our professional lives as well as nurturing social connections, this can contribute to our healthier relationships. And when we are in harmony with ourselves, we are more likely to cultivate meaningful and more fulfilling connections with others. But also, it can enhance productivity and focus. And by striving for balance, it prevents burnout and allows us to approach task and responsibility with a clear and focused mind. And when we have harmony in our lives, our productivity improves and we can accomplish tasks more effectively. Growth and self-discovery. By achieving harmony, it involves recognizing and addressing areas of imbalance or dissatisfaction in our lives. And with this process, it encourages self-reflection, growth, and self-discovery. And it also helps us to understand our values, our priorities, as well as our desires, leading to a personal development and a more fulfilling life. And lastly, it can increase well-being. See, when we strive for balance and harmony, we prioritize self-care and overall well-being by taking care of our physical, our emotional, and our mental health, and it leads to increased vitality, happiness, and overall life satisfaction. So in summary of all of this, harmony plays a significant role in our personal growth and development. And by fostering inner peace, reducing stress and improving relationship, increasing productivity, promoting growth and self-discovery, as well as enhancing our overall well-being, it helps strive for balance and harmony in all aspects of our life and ultimately contributes to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. So by incorporating all of this and understanding that the benefits, this is what benefits, and it helps us to get balance. So then when we go into the year of 2024 next week, that we are more calm, we have more balance, that we're not stressed, and we understand. We're understanding everything now. Does that make sense? All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and then we're going to talk about balancing the prioritize. Balancing priorities, all right? Prioritize, balance. We're going to talk about all of that, all right? It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, here on this season of self-love, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good morning, my sexy people. 90 days to kick off. Your Healing Living Journal by NmW&x is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess NmW&x here on the season of self-love. And we're talking about balance and harmony today. Strive for balance and harmony in all aspects of your life. And in the first segment, we talked about understanding harmony and how it is very significant in our personal growth and development. And in this segment, we're going to talk about balancing priorities. Balancing life priorities can be very challenging, but it's essential for harmony. We'll discuss the importance of identifying and prioritizing key areas of our life. I'll share some tips for setting boundaries, managing time effectively, and strategies for juggling multiple responsibilities while maintaining personal well-being. Now, identifying and prioritizing key areas of your life is very important because it allows you to focus on time, energy, and resources on what truly matters to you. It also helps you to align your actions with your values and goals, leading to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. So here I have some tips for setting boundaries and managing time effectively while juggling multiple responsibilities. And we're going to start off first with just identifying your priorities. Identifying your priorities. Take time to reflect on what is most important in different areas in your life, such as work. What's more important to you in your work than also in your relationship? What is most important in your relationships? Then your health, personal growth, and leisure. This will help you to determine where to focus your time and energy. Break them down. Put them on a piece of paper. Write them. Work, relationship, health, personal growth, leisure, and whatever else you feel that you need to identify in that lane of what needs to be prioritized. And then once you do that, then set clear boundaries. Clearly define what is acceptable and what is not in different aspects of your life. Communicate your boundaries to others and assertively enforce them. This will help protect your time, energy, and well-being. Next, learn to say no. It's okay to say no to commitments, requests, or activities that don't align with your priorities. Be selective about what you take on and don't feel guilty for turning down things that do not serve you. Next, delegate and ask for help. Recognize that you don't have to do everything yourself. Delegate tasks to others and ask for help when needed. This will lighten your workload and allow you to focus on what truly requires your attention. Also, don't forget to prioritize your self-care. Take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Make time for activities that recharge and rejuvenate you. And this will help you to maintain balance and prevent burnout. Next, plan and schedule. Use effective planning and scheduling techniques to manage your time. Break down your task into smaller, manageable steps. Set deadlines. And create a schedule that allows for both work and leisure activities. Next, practice time management techniques. Use strategies like setting priorities, using productivity tools or apps, and batching similar tasks together, and minimizing distractions to make the most of your time. Practice mindfulness. Be present and fully engaged in whatever you are doing. Avoid multitasking and focus on one task at a time. And this can help improve your productivity and reduce stress. Next, stay organized. Develop systems and routines to keep yourself organized. This could include having a to-do list, maintaining a calendar, decluttering your physical and digital spaces, and creating routine for daily tasks. And last, flexibility and adaptability. Recognize that life is dynamic and plans may change. So be flexible to adaptable and willing to adjust your priorities and strategies as needed. But also remember that finding the right balance and manage multiple responsibility is an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, self-discipline, and occasionally reassessment of your priorities. All right, so I want to share something with you all. Honestly, all of this year of 2023, I have been challenging myself to learn how to say no to certain commitments or obligations. And I committed myself to being at home, staying at home, and doing the work for me. And so I've told a lot of my family members and friends that had different events and circumstances that I would not be able to attend because I was working on staying focused on getting things done here, to kind of organize my space, my home, my life. So when I am ready to reveal the newer version of me, that it is truly of who I am. Does that make sense? Like going through, first of all, the spiritual growth and aspect of my life, but also going through this the self-love journey and the healing journey. It has been challenging at the most, but it's been very beneficial to my peace. It has really. And so that's why when doing this today, I wanted to make sure that I give you this to put in your toolbox so you can have this when going into the year of the domination next year, and that you are able to possibly come back to this show and take some of the tools from this, because it's all about decluttering too, and we're going to talk about that in the next few segments as well, because and that's what I did. I prioritized some things in my life that was needed and got rid of some things in my life that was no longer aligned on who I am, and honestly, or who I never was. I just think about a lot of times that we wear these masks every day, and they are masks of survival. And sometimes those masks that we wear, they sometimes get, I want to say, very overbearing on our emotional, physical, and mental ability to just be us in life. And that's something that we're definitely going to talk about next year, about the mask and removing the mask and a different mask that we have to wear to fit into society. And it's about releasing and removing the mask so we can just be authentically us. All right. But I just wanted to share that, some of the things that I have been doing, with, learning to say no. And I'm not going to lie, some of them no's hurt. And some of those no's offended, others. But I figure they know I love them. I hope they know that I love them. And I hope that they love me enough to understand that I just had to put myself first. And it's okay to put yourself first. So those no's are not empty no's. Those no's have a meaning behind them. And when you say no, that meaning means yes to you. So that no to someone else is a yes to yourself, if that makes sense. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. And then we're going to talk about cultivating that inner harmony. that inner harmony, that peace. How do we get there? How do we do that? All right, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, self-discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, self-discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
Hey, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about balance and harmony. Strive for balance and harmony in all aspects of your life. And we just talked about, in the first segment, about understanding harmony as well as balancing priorities in the second segment. But now we're going to talk about cultivating inner harmony. And we're going to talk about is inner harmony is very crucial for a balanced life. And we'll explore practices that nurture our inner peace and tranquility, such as self-care, mindfulness, and meditation, as well as we're going to share some techniques on how to manage stress and finding calm in the chaos of everyday life. But I'm also is going to explain what's the difference between mindfulness and meditation, all right? So let's begin with nurturing. Nurturing the inner peace and tranquility is very essential for our overall well-being and managing stress. And I have some practices that can help with them both. First, we're going to talk about self-care and how to prioritize self-care with our activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. And this can include activities such as taking regular breaks and practicing good sleep hygiene, engaging in hobbies you enjoy, and spending time in nature, and cultivating healthy relationships. It's something I challenge myself to go out in nature more next year. I am now doing some research or looking around, town and see where's a good place that I can do some hiking. I figure I've done hiking maybe once or twice, but I need to do that. That's something that I truly need to put into my in my things to do for the year of 2024. And, I know it's this hill, and it seems like I'm about to go off topic a little, but I'm not. It's this hill that my sister used to take me to when I first moved here with her. And there's like 3 levels to this hill, to this mountain, let's say this mountaintop. And so I think I'm going to do a challenge and see if I can do that mountain once a week. At least, go there and climb that mountain once a week. Will be the beginning of my hiking journey. And then I'll go, further out into the wilderness or whatever. But, you understand what I'm saying? To give me something, a different change. I've been walking the park a lot for the past, 3 or 4 years since I've moved here. And it's been good. It's been good, but I want a different scenery, a different scenery. Yes, I want a different scenery. So me going out into the nature and taking that's one challenge that I do. And that will be a part of my self-care routine. So I'm adding on things to the new year. And I'll probably take some stuff out too that's more aligned on who I am today and where I want to go to. The next one is mindfulness. Practice being present in the moment. and non-judgmental observing of your thoughts, emotions, and sensations. So engaging in mindful exercises such as mindful breathing, body scans, or mindful eating can help you cultivate a sense of calm and awareness. And we talked about mindful eating back during the day before Thanksgiving. We talked about mindful reading. And if you're just new listening now or you missed that episode, go back to that episode when we talked about that. And it's a whole complete episode to help you through what mindful is in that aspect. Meditation. Set aside dedicated time each day for meditation practice. This can involve various techniques such as focus, attention, meditation, loving kindness meditation, or guided visualization. A regular meditation can help to quiet your mind, reduce stress, and promote relaxation. That's something that I committed to do on our Friday shows, that we will do a little 2 to 5 minute meditation session right here. And it's just to help to guide you along to possibly just bring that into your daily lifestyle or your daily practices of self-care for that. But also towards the end, I'm going to explain what's the difference of mindfulness and meditation, all right? The next one is deep breathing exercises. This is something that we do at the beginning of each show. With deep breathing techniques such as the diaphragmatic breathing or the box breathing, which we did yesterday, can activate the body's relaxation and response and help reduce stress and anxiety. And it does. It helps me a lot. Like I say, I do these breathing exercises throughout the day. And I do that in a combination with my mindfulness, when I take breaks from certain things and go to the side and be in that moment. And as I'm in that moment, I do these different breathing exercises to help release the stress, release the anxiety, and kind of bring me back to a oneness. As well as another one is journaling. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a journal. Journaling can provide a sense of release and clarity, helping to alleviate stress and promote self-reflection. And as I've been speaking the past few weeks, is that there's different type of journals that you can do, from a gratitude journal, a self-love journal. And recently I added in the journal of negativity. Yes, that when you have these negative thoughts that come into your mind, that you journal to write it down, and where is this coming from and what triggered it. Write that out so so it can better help you to not bring those negative thoughts back into your mind, so you can help manage and control them. Our next one is physical exercise. Engage in regular physical activities such as yoga, walking, or dancing. Exercise releases endorphins and improves mood and reduce stress levels. One of my things is I love to dance. I get in a whole vibe. I turn on the music and just go. And what that does is it changes. It truly changes your energy space. It changes all of that. And I usually take a break when I'm working, when I'm sitting down working and writing. I will take a quick break and I will play at least 2 or 3 songs and get straight in a vibe with it. And then I'll sit down, come back, and then, go right back to work. Connecting with nature. Spend time in nature, whether it's going for a walk in a park or sitting by a body of water or hiking in the mountains. Nature has a calming effect on the mind and can help reduce stress and restore inner peace. And that is so true. One of my favorite things to do is to sit at the beach. I love the water. I love the beach. I love just being in that atmosphere. But being in the desert, we're limited to that. I have to, get on a 45-minute flight to California and, and battle with that, with that traffic. A few years ago, I actually brought in the new year by the ocean in Florida, and it was so beautiful. And I wanted to do that this year as well, but I said, no, I'm going to do something different. But next year, I'm going to spend more time in the ocean because, like I said, I'm going to be outside next year. I'm traveling. I am traveling. So my Florida people, I see y'all soon. My Cali people, I see y'all soon. And any other places that has a beautiful body of water, a beautiful beachfront that I can sit and just be in my zone, in my moment, send them to me. Email them to me, They have beautiful city, towns, or whatever, because I'm making that journey. I'm making that journey, all right? The next one is gratitude in practice. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude by consciously focusing on things that you are grateful for in your life. And this practice can shift your perspective and promote a sense of contentment, and peace. Disconnect from technology. Take regular breaks from screens and digital devices and set boundaries around your technology use and create tech-free zones and times in your day to discontinue and recharge. Now, for me, that's what I do mostly in the spring, in the summertime. And that's true, because I will go in the backyard and in my little garden back there, try to tend to that. That's a whole nother thing. Or sit by the poolside, and just sit, or in the water. I do a lot of exercise in the water and just be there in that moment. And I disconnect from technology. I don't, I listen to music, of course, but, I put the phone away. And the next one is seek support. If stress becomes overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist or a counselor, because they can truly provide guidance and support in managing stress and finding calm in your chaotic situation. But also, I want you to remember how important it is to explore different practices and find out what works best for you, because we all are unique. So experiment with different techniques and incorporate those that resonate with you on your daily routine. All right, so now I want to talk about meditation and mindfulness and how related practices that share some commonalities, but they also are a distinct difference, all right? Well, so with meditation is a practice that involves training of the mind to focus and redirect thoughts. It's originated from ancient spiritual and contemplative traditions, but has gained popularity. This goal of meditation varies depending on the tradition or the individual practitioner, but it's about often that involves achieving a state of deep relaxation and heightened awareness of spiritual growth. Now, there are various forms of meditation, including mindfulness meditation, loving kindness meditation, transcending phrase or visualizing specific images or scenes. And during the meditation, the practitioner typically sits in a comfortable position with their eyes closed and direct their attention inward. So those thoughts may come and go, but the emphasis is observing those thoughts without judgment and letting them pass by. With consistent practice, meditation can cultivate a sense of inner calm, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. And I understand that that's with meditation sometimes is very hard. So when I had began, I started off with 2 minutes. In 2 minutes that I was doing was focusing on my breathing exercise, or my breathing, or my breath. And then I'll do that for like a week, and then I'll go to 5 minutes. Then I go up to 10 minutes. You understand? Then I go up, to there. But a lot of times I usually have a goal or incentive in mind on why I'm doing that meditation for that moment. Does that make sense? All right, so let's talk about mindfulness. Now, mindfulness, on the other hand, is a state of being, to being fully present and engaged in the present moment with an attitude of non-judgment awareness. It's about intentionally paying attention to what is happening here and now without getting caught up in the regrets about the past or the worries about the future. So while mindfulness is often practiced through formal meditation, it can also be applied to a day-to-day activity such as eating, walking, or even washing dishes. The goal of mindfulness is to bring a non-judgmental awareness to our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensation and the environment around us. So mindful practices, it involves observing our experiences without clinging to them or pushing them away. So it encouraged acceptance of the present moment as it is, rather than getting caught up in the judgments, evaluations, or the need to change things. By cultivating mindfulness, we can become more attuned to our own thoughts and emotion, and they can better manage stress and develop a greater sense of presence, compassion, and well-being. So all in all, meditation is a practice that involves training in the mind through various techniques to achieve a specific outcome, such as relaxation or spiritual growth. Whereas in mindfulness, on the other hand, it is a state of present moment awareness and non-judgmental attention that can be cultivated through meditation and applied in everyday life. So if you ever wonder what's the difference, I know they're in common, but what's the difference between them? Because I hear it all the time. And that is what the difference. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. And we're going to talk more about on how balancing, how balancing our life in all aspects of our life. And then we're going to talk about harmonious relationships and how, as well as changing our harmonious environment too. All right, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by Neon.com, Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to AskNaomi.com and tell them Naomi sent you.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Naomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Naomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Naomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Naomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love. And today we're talking about balance and harmony. Balance and harmony as we strive for balance and harmony in all aspects of our lives. And we just talked about cultivating the inner harmony, and now we're going to talk about a harmonious relationship as well as creating a harmonious environment. And with creating a harmonious relationship, healthy relationships are key to our overall well-being. We'll discuss the impact of harmonious relationship, and we'll explore effective communication skills that are essential for maintaining harmony with family, friends, and partners. And I'll provide tips for resolving conflicts and fostering understanding in relationships. And I know y'all probably said, Naomi, we probably needed this before Christmas. So, being around family members and stuff, we need to get those tips. But I have some tips here for you to how resolving, on how to resolve those conflicts so we all can be in a harmonious relationship together. All right. All right. So the impact of harmonious relationship and effective communication skills cannot be overstated. Healthy relationships contribute to overall well-being, happiness, and fulfillment in our life, and they allow individuals to feel understood, valued, and supported. So effective communication skills are very essential for building and maintaining these relationships as they foster understanding and resolve conflicts and promote healthy interactions. So when resolving conflicts and fostering understanding in a relationship, it is crucial of maintaining a healthy and harmonious connection. So here are some tips to help with the conflict resolution and building understanding. Number one, effective communication. Communication is the key to any relationship. And also practice active listening, where you give your full attention to the other person and seek to understand their perspective. Use I statements to express your thoughts and feelings and avoid blaming or criticizing the other person. And be open and honest and respectful in your communication. We talked about that briefly on Christmas, on having a different perspective and understanding others. As well as the next one is having empathy and understanding. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see the situation from their perspective. This can help you gain empathy and understanding while fostering more compassionate approach to resolving conflicts. And we talked about this last week, and we even talked about how there's different types of empathy. Find common ground. Look for a common interest or goal that you both share. And by finding the common ground, this can create a sense of unity and make it easier to work through disagreements, as well as to compromise in collaboration. Instead of focusing on winning or being right, strive for a solution that benefits both parties. Be willing to compromise and collaborate to find a middle ground that addresses the needs and concerns of both individuals. Also, take responsibility. Acknowledge your own role in the conflict and take responsibility of your actions and words. And avoid defensiveness and be willing to apologize when necessary. The next one is manage emotions. Conflicts can often evoke strange emotions. So practice emotional self-regulation by taking a step back, breathing deeply, and finding healthy ways to manage your emotions before engaging in conflict resolution. And the last one is to seek professional help if needed. If the conflicts in your relationship become persistent and unresolvable, consider seeking the assistance of couples therapists or relationship counselor. They can provide you with guidance and support in navigating complex issues. And, when we talked about the empathy show last week, and we were taught that there were several different types of empathy. If you have not listened to that show, I advise you to go back and listen to that show. I can't tell you what date that it was on of last week, but it was a good show. It really was. And it truly did enlighten me on some things that I thought that I knew, the better giving me some understanding. So now we're going to talk about creating harmonious environment. On our, in our physical environment, is greatly influenced by our sense of harmony. We'll discuss the connection between the spaces and the personal well-being, and I'll share some tips on organizing and decluttering to create a harmonious space, as well as the benefits of incorporating nature, colors, soothing elements into your environments. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you wake up from your bed and you see a whole bunch of stuff, or better yet, in your closet. When you see that, seriously, for me, it does. For me, if I see a cluster of cluttering of things around me, yeah, my energy is so off. It's so off. But I remember this, and I know I just jumped from somewhere, but I just want to explain this statement that my mom used to say to me. She said, you can tell what kind of space a person is by the way they keep their room, this personal space. So if their personal space is full of junk, garbages, or that's how they feel. You understand what I'm saying? So if your rooms are cluttered and unorganized, that is your energy space. That is where your mind is. And I, for one, understand that. I know exactly what that is. And so that's something that I definitely been working on in the year 2023, is to declutterize things, is to throw out things. just was it last week or week before last, I had declutterized my closet. I threw away over 300 wigs that I hadn't worn in years. Clothes, shoes that I hadn't worn in years. And matter of fact, I cannot even fit them anymore. Some of them are out of style, but still, I had to remove those things from out of there and open up for a new sense of energy to come in. And also what it did was it helped clear my mind and my space, so there are more open things. And actually those is more things that I'm decluttering now. Like from my work thing, I had several different businesses. Now I put them all in their different storage space to declutter that and prioritize which was more important to me right now. What does my focus need to go on right now, instead of being overwhelmed by them all? And sometimes we do that because we want to make sure that we're doing everything. And I know for me, I used to always want to, hurry up and do rush, because at some moment I felt like I didn't have enough time. But to be very honest, we have all the time in the world to be successful. And what that means is that we have to trust in the journey, in the process that we are doing in life, that we are going through in life. And when things happen for us, it is meant for us to happen at that moment and at that time. We cannot force it. Can we work on it? Yes. Can we be prepared for it? Yes. Can we be ready for it? Yes. But we cannot push it, because it's going to come when it needs to come. You just be ready to know when it's coming. And that's truly what this self-love, this season of self-love is all about, is getting you prepared and ready to know the difference. To know the difference when there is something that is magnificent is coming in your life, and knowing that you are worthy of receiving that. So I'm so happy that we were talking about this today, because if your closet is cluttered and your room is cluttered, your office, declutterize, remove some of that stuff that's no longer can serve you no more. Get it out of there. Get it out. All right, so briefly, I'm going to run this down to you. With the connection between our spaces and our personal well-being is very significant. In the environment we inhabit, it greatly influences our sense of harmony, peace, and overall well-being. And here are some tips for organizing and decluttering to create a harmonious space, as well as benefits of incorporating nature, color, and soothing elements. 1. Decluttering. Start by decluttering your space. As I said before, remove items that no longer serves a purpose or bring you joy. A clutter-free environment promotes mental clarity and it reduces stress. The next is organizing. Establish a system for organizing your belongings. Use storage solutions such as bins, shelves, and drawers to keep things neat and easily accessible. Having an organized space creates a sense of order and tranquility. Simplify. Embrace minimalism by keeping only what you truly need in love. Adopting a minimalist mindset helps create visual calmness and reduces the feeling of overwhelm. The next is natural elements. Bring nature indoors by incorporating houseplants, flowers, or natural materials like wood or stone. Plants not only add beautiful, but also purify the air and promote a soothing atmosphere. Color psychology. Choose colors for your space that evoke a sense of calm and harmony. Soft muted tones like blues, greens, and neutral can create a serene ambiance, while pops of color can add vibrance and energy. Lighting. Optimize natural light whenever possible. Natural light positively impacts moods and boosts productivity. And additionally, it supplements with warm and soft lighting in the evenings to create a cozy and relaxing atmosphere. Add personal touches. Surround yourself with meaningful objects and decor that reflect your personality and bring you joy. Incorporating personal touches enhances, assists, of comfort and emotional well-being. Sensory appeal. Engage your senses through various elements. Add some soothing sounds like gentle music or a water fountain. Incorporate these textures through soft fabrics or natural materials, and utilize aromatherapy with essential oils to create a serene and inviting environment. You see, these benefits are organizing, decluttering, and incorporating these elements into your space are manifold. They include to reduce stress and anxiety and increase productivity and focus. It's improved sleep quality, enhanced mood and relaxation, and an overall greater sense of harmony and well-being. So I want you to remember, when creating that harmonious environment is a continuous process, and regularly assess and reassess and maintain your space to ensure it remains peaceful sanctuary that supports your well-being and all. And for me, that is something that I've done and I've been doing and will continue to do. Right now, my room palette is white, green, black with some silver in leaves, like that, to give me a more harmonious type of feeling in my room, where I have, positive affirmations and pictures and different things that, just will put me in a very zen and relaxed, space. As well as I have my incense, the difference with my amber and, cinnamon and all of those things to kind of just open me up completely. So when I'm sitting at my work desk, and that I can feel the peace, but also I know that I need to take a break. So I get up and do the exercise. And as I said, my exercise is dancing. I would turn on some music to vibe out for a good, 6 to 10 minutes. And then I'll sit back down and get back to work. It's all about balancing yourself, your life, in every aspect of your life. Take a time and a moment today or sometime this weekend before the new year and start to categorize each part of your life. And say which in your life, what is a priority in your life? And go down from 1 to 10 or how many ever it is. And start from there. Start to declutter, remove those things out of your closet, out of your office, off of your desk, in your file cabinet that no longer serves you. It's okay. Let's start to get ready for this new year so we can truly dominate in every aspect of our lives. In every aspect of our lives. Again, I want to just thank you all for just joining me today and just sharing this space with me, as always. And I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want you to remember that balance and harmony are not just goals, but they are a way of living. And I want you to embrace them and watch how your life transforms. All right, you have a good one. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright. And I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves. And always keep it sexy. Sending light, love, and prayers.